represent
Hey,
the Chiefs.
Hey,
he's not even here to defend himself.
You know, I want to get back to the Wilson thing just here real quick. I don't think that it's anything other than for Dean Wilson. It's from the shoulders up. It's all mental for him right now. And today is another new race. He's got 3 main events under his belt. He's been solid. He's capable of much better. If he can race up front with Seeley and Anderson, because let's face it, those guys are the guys to beat. We anticipate him being up front. Could be a huge confidence booster for him, and he can put himself back in the mix.
I know I'm really interested in seeing, we all know he can go fast, right?
Yep.
And we all know he can go Anderson and Seeley speed, no problem. Now, the interesting thing is what lap or if he was going to be able to finish the main event strong like that.
This Supercross, Diana Dahlgren leads the track. Here we go, 2:15 Main. Wilson trying to get the whole shot. He's got it.
His teammates on the inside going to take it away.
Wilson tries to get around the outside, but it's Hill with the early lead now, and Osborne
Yeah, look
trying
at
to
that.
get in there to fight with him on the Honda, and then Anderson's there on the 17, and Seeley, and Cooper Webb, and Malcolm Stewart.
All of the heavy hitters right up front. This should be a dogfight here tonight, and a rookie leading the way.
But it's a veteran who wants to lead back. And the teammate not afraid to mix it up. And Wilson goofs up the rhythm section.
Wilson had to double, and that cost him a spot, and look who is in front of him now, Anderson.
Anderson has his sights set on the young Hill.
Well, what's interesting there, when Wilson had double-double over that triple, Seeley went ahead and triple. I think Seeley's got him on the inside.
Well, we saw Justin Hill not afraid to mix it up with his teammate. How about Anderson? Whoa! That got close as the crowd reacts here in Oakland.
Watch Anderson right here.
Well, we've seen Hill be super aggressive up to this point. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what he does with Anderson. I don't think Anderson's going to take any of this business.
Here they come. Anderson inside. Can't get him.
Look at Anderson, though. He's just absolutely attacking right now, just cutting to the inside every turn, wasting no time, riding with a tremendous amount of confidence.
And Seeley, who came in with a points lead, runs back in fourth.
Seeley's really been struggling all day long. He was a couple seconds off of the fast time in qualifying. Now, looks like his teammate, Malcolm Stewart, trying to make his move around him.
Seeley on the 21, Malcolm on the 34. Malcolm tries to turn the bike a little bit quicker, gets a little bit of a lead as they fight for position, but Seeley comes right back. Cooper Webb's running with him.
These guys got to be careful they don't battle too hard and lose the front group. Now, Seeley, we said he's been struggling a little bit all day today, but right now is the time he's got to pick up the pace.
Which he usually does in the main event.
Well, we've seen him whole shot, and yes, he picks up the pace major.
Hill still leading over Anderson, and a bit of a gap now between the two. Justin Hill with a career best fifth last week. Man, he's taking a shot at a podium, maybe a win here tonight.
Watch this trip that Justin Hill had through the whoops, gets a little sideways.
Hangs on to it.
Wow, the feet are off the pegs, and luckily he was at the end of the whoops, gathered it together.
Cooper Webb and Malcolm Stewart. Cooper on the 37, the blue Yamaha. Malcolm rides off on the Honda. Now Cooper gets going.
And Jeremy, with two riders stacked in one of those 180 turns, stacked together, pretty good chance of what we know would happen there.
Oh, yeah, and we've said it all day. These corners are prime for aggressiveness.
Webb goes to the inside big time.
See, Malcolm tried to turn down early.
Yeah, well, Malcolm tried to turn down early, and Cooper cut straight across. I mean, this is really aggressive.
And Malcolm not happy about it. Can't blame him.
He's going to have something to say about that later, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's
part of the learning curve for Cooper.
It's part of the learning curve for the rookie, Cooper Webb. Just came in too aggressive, and he stopped in there. You have to keep your flow going and not just block the line, because a rider like Malcolm he's coming down. And we saw what happens is that as Malcolm came down, it took them both down.
This race here is shaping up.
And Anderson in a great point in the points fight right now. Remember, he lost those 4 points because of passing when the Red Cross flag was out last week. Now, just by riding here in second with Seeley a couple of spots behind him, Anderson would retake the lead if things stay the way they are, even if he doesn't win.
And guys, the rider in third right now, Dean Wilson, he is on the move. Notice he's starting to pressure Anderson. Wilson getting through the whoops really, really good.
Dean Wilson, the guy in third, has nobody behind him. No pressure. This is a really good spot because he can sit there, he can watch these guys, figure out what they're doing, figure out when he's going to make his move.
Correct.
Full 3 seconds back to Osborne, who sets it fourth. Been really impressed with Justin Hill out front here, holding his composure.
Big brother Josh Hill, who has a win in the Premier class, never won on the smaller bikes when he spent his time here in the lower division. Justin Hill could be getting the families first here tonight.
Well, certainly he's leaving it all on the table. We've seen Hill just get sideways, and he's leaving it all out there.
Both riders, first and second, making mistakes through the whoops, and Wilson starts on the left side of the whoops, gradually moves to the right. He's got his bike tracking so straight, and it could be the height that he has, the height advantage, that is really helping him in that set of whoops.
Mitch Payton needs a couple of guys on the podium in a big way. Anderson, here he comes! Hill fighting right back. Oh, banging his way through the rhythm section, takes him high. Dean Wilson goes for second.
He's going to have to check up here, and he does.
Nice move by Wilson.
Oh, we got a scrap going on here in Oakland tonight in the 250s. And Anderson finds himself in third with a bobble.
Anderson triples into the corner, cases it.
Now
Look at
Dean
this.
goes
Whoa.
after his teammate.
Returns to favor.
Nice.
What
Very
will
nice.
Hill do? We're approaching that halfway point. Round number 4 for the 250 West Coast Championship.
Halfway point for Dean Wilson and Kawasaki. Is this the night that Wilson is back on top?
Seeley coming after Osborne now. That's for fourth. They're going to swap that one back and forth. And Anderson comes after Hill. He's got second now.
Well, the race is on. Anderson has pretty much been the fastest rider all season long, and you can tell. Look how he just over jumps that. Just his rides with so much aggression, really charging hard.
Now Justin Hill he's kind of in the spot now where he should be able to relax a little bit and watch what these guys are doing. And if these guys make any mistake, he can be there again fast.
Dean Wilson out front, clicking the laps off, 7 to go. Dean Wilson, the fastest lap last time around with a 56.2. Oh no, Anderson. 56.4, sorry, Anderson at 56.9. So Wilson was half a second faster.
Timing and scoring say that the gap between Wilson and Anderson about a second and a half.
Anderson can still see him right there.
Did you see that? Hill up on that
Hill
front wheel.
really short on that triple going into the corner, and that's what Anderson did earlier.
Oh, and then a bobble there too. That's the kind of stuff that's gonna cost him here in the late
All right,
stage.
now one thing we need to point out is Hill's never been in this position yet.
Right.
So he's probably feeling a little nervous. Some of those things are creeping in right now, and he's got to make sure that he puts this in the bank, gets done with this race.
Jeff, this could be his career first podium in the 250 class.
Yeah, that's a big achievement here for Justin Hill. And I caught him. It looked like he looked over at our timing and scoring tower in the middle of the track, possibly to see how many laps are left, because it tells you how many laps, and it tells you the top 5 also. So possibly to look back and figure out who's in fourth if he needs to worry about that ride.
Well, that would be Cole Seeley on the 21. Zach Osborne behind him. A couple of Honda riders trying to catch up.
currently 5th. What's interesting is Osborne, he was 5th on off of the start. The first lap basically got shuffled around a little bit. Now finds himself back in 5th.
Well, and don't forget Anderson, so good about hanging in there till the very last lap and then making those passes for the win. He did it twice already this year to Cole Seeley. Let's see if he can reel in Wilson. Take a shot at him. The gap now 4.2 seconds.
And Wilson just turned the fastest lap once again at a 56.8. Anderson was up to a 59. So Wilson, been a long time since that last win a year ago in Dallas at the East Coast season opener. And now you see Wilson ride. To me, this is how I expected him to start the championship. Right, he's been a little rough in the mains, but certainly has together. Now he's wheeling away from Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson is trying to get him, but he's probably guilty of overriding a little bit, making a few mistakes, and Wilson's definitely getting away. When you have that comfort, that cushion, things become a lot easier.
Well, the pass for the lead, our Toyota replay of the race tonight.
Watch through the whoops here. Wilson so fast, just carries his momentum and decides to check up and cut straight across. Remember, on the first lap, he'll cut to the inside of Wilson to take the lead in the same spot. Wilson returns the favor.
He's no dummy. He's not going to fall for that 2 times.
Still been a pretty impressive ride here for Justin Hill.
It's been a great ride. It's just getting better and better each and every week, which is the direction you want to go. Career best 5th last week, first podium this week. Now you just got to work your way up that podium.
Yeah, and he's got to get used to being in that position. I mean, Cole Seeley right now, who we're showing on screen, is reeling him in a little, but if Hill kind of concentrates, focuses, keeps that pace up, he should be fine. But I know Hill's been in the gym, he's been working hard, and this is where he wants to be for sure.
3.5 to go.
Looking at some of those ruts there, these riders, if you take the right side in the split, notice right here, you come into this turn at such a sharp angle.
There's the 89 of lead. He's running in 6th. He's got Nelson chasing him on the 50.
These guys have a really good battle going on right here. Lead started 12th, is up to 6th. Nelson was 8th on the first lap, up to 7th.
3 to go here in Oakland. Don't forget, it's so important too for Wilson because this 250 championship, Jeff, a short season. Pretty soon we'll be talking about the East Coast guys. So, boy, after we get through San Diego, these guys are going to get a long break. You want to be solid before then.
Yeah, and let's face it, I mean, you win a race, taking a look at another one of these Troy Lee Rise and Shane McElrath here, is that if Wilson can pull this win off, all of a sudden, mentally, his confidence is back. I mean,
yeah, the way they run right now, Anderson would retake the points lead, Seeley would drop to 2nd, then Wilson would be 3rd, and Anderson is closing on Wilson. Here's a good battle. Ferris on the 111 and Kennett on the 66, fighting over 9th.
These guys battling in the heat race together, weren't they? They had a little bit of Velcro going on there, if I remember correctly. Taking a different rhythm here. Looks like Canada's got some momentum.
Oh, it takes him high.
Uh-oh, look at this.
Ferris thinking about a payback.
That's the way that this track is set up. These 180 turns are really good for block passing. I mean, you've got this type of action, and this is for 9th and 10th.
Ferris makes a huge mistake there.
Sure did.
Okay, guys, back to the lead here.
Hey, 1 lap to go. The lead at the finish line was 1.8 seconds, and we know what Anderson is all about on the final laps, and Wilson's starting to hit a little bit.
Oh, no! What? He has a huge problem, and there goes Anderson. Unbelievable, it happens again. And Wilson trying to battle back as quick as he can.
Unbelievable. It looked like Wilson might have had some dirt or something, probably from a rut stuck in his rear brake. The Kawasaki slowed, Now he's picked up the pace.
How much can he pick it up? Well, the Pro Circuit guys cannot buy a break this year, and Wilson is charging. He's got to get aggressive here, extremely aggressive, and it's not going to be enough. Anderson does it again on the final lap. 3 out of 4 races in 2014 have been won by Anderson on the final half a lap. Unbelievable.
That's unbelievable. Okay, watch Dean Wilson here on this replay. Let's try to see if he missed a shift or possibly had some dirt stuck in his rear brake, because he definitely slowed up. Didn't hit any ruts there. Everything looks clean. Comes to the inside turn, no big deal. He's not messing with the shifter. It's like he stalled the engine, Jeremy.
It looks like he could have stalled it, but I'm not sure exactly how he could stall in this position. I mean,
wheels are spinning, right?
Yeah,
that's good.
You can see the wheel check up a little right here.
Just a bog?
Wow, that is really strange. He's going to be so frustrated.
Maybe a fuel pickup or something like that?
Maybe he had a mechanical, something we don't know about.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Wow. The benefactor right here.
I mean, when it's your year, it's your year. We'll be back to hear from Jason Anderson right after this.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Here's Jenny Tabb. Maybe she can get us some answers.
What a crazy finish again for you tonight.
Yeah.
Jason Anderson coming away with that first place finish. This is the 3rd time in 4 races that you have stolen first place in that last lap. How are you doing it?
That one, I actually think I kind of got lucky with Dean stalling his bike. But, you know, I was putting up a fight to the end, and I would have brought it all the way to the finish line. And that's just my plan every race, you know. As long as I could be in that lead battle, that's what I want. So, you know, I just couldn't do it without the whole Rockstar Energy racing team. Motorsport, Dunlop, Bellray, Cannondale, Alpine, and, you know, just everyone behind me, One Industries, just everyone. You know, there's a ton of people to thank, and I'm just happy to be up here again and get that points lead back. So that's what I want.
He keeps winning like that, there's going to be even more people to thank, because they're going to keep jumping on board his program, aren't they? Yeah. Well, Pro Circuit guys take 2nd and 3rd, so Mitch Payton getting a little closer with his team. He's got 2 riders on the podium, but not where he wants them. Cooper Webb had a rough race. He ends up 9th, and Malcolm struggles in 16th.
Yeah, without that crash from Stewart, I believe Troy Lee would have had all 4 of his guys in the top 10 again. That team's been pretty solid.
It's really coming together. Well, Jenny, what can you tell us about what happened with Dean Wilson?
Dean Wilson, we saw that last stall for you there. What happened to your bike?
Yeah, it was a shame. I mean, I really felt awesome that race, and I thought I had it. You know, it sucks, but yeah, I just came around the corner and had a bit of a mechanical malfunction, and yeah, as you can see, I was just coming around the turn, and it just like died on me. So yeah, I don't know what happened. But yeah.
Do you know what kind of mechanical it was specifically?
No, not really. I mean, everybody at Pro Circuit team, they do an awesome job, and it's just unfortunate. But you know, what do? I'm just doing my best every weekend, and it's not going as planned. But I'm not giving up, and yeah, I mean, I just move on to next weekend. There's big improvements this weekend. Felt like I had that one, but all these boys are really riding awesome. I have to give it to Jason. He's riding good as well, and. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody that's got me here. Monster Energy, Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Thor, Dunlop, Parts Unlimited, Scott, Vans, Volcom, Teo of Escondido, Rhino, Dr. G. He's been really awesome to me, and I think he's really helping me. And my mom and dad, everybody. Next time.
Well, Anderson will get the red plate because he will be the points leader when we get back to Anaheim next weekend. He's got 6 now on Cole Seeley. And Dean, frustrated, but he was on the podium, and he finishes now 21 markers back as we head back downstairs to the podium once again.